Hello everyone, my name is Sarita Rawat, Assistant Professor, School of Pharmacy, Suresh Kyan Vihar University, Jaipur, Rajasthan. Today we will start our next lecture of pharmacology. Today's topic is anti-cancer chemotherapy or chemotherapy of malignancy. Learning objective of today's lecture included introduction of cancer, classification of chemotherapeutic agents, pharmacology of chemotherapeutic agents. Learning outcome of today's lecture included upon completion of this module, you are able to know about the range of drugs that are used in the cancer treatment, their mechanism of actions. Also, you are able to report the applications, side effect, and toxicities related to the drug that are used in cancer treatment, and also the treatment principle for cancer. Now, starting from the introductory part, so what is cancer? Basically, the cancer is a uncontrolled multiplications and spread within the body of abnormal form of bodies or cells. Or we can also say in a simple word that abnormal growth of cells that are not required to the bodies. Then the another word is neoplasm. So what is neoplasm? A mass of tissue that is formed as a result of abnormal, excessive, uncoordinated, autonomous and purposeless proliferation of the cell. So that is known as the neoplasm. Now, why the term chemotherapy come? Okay, so like infective disease, some malignant cell can be cured and some malignancies can be transmitted by the inoculations. So, cancer chemotherapy not as successful as antimicrobial chemotherapy, but metabolism is in parasites differs qualitatively from the host cell, while metabolism in cancer cell differ only quantitatively from the normal host cell. So, hence the target selectivity is more difficult in cancer, and cancer there is no substantial immune response. So diagnostic complexity delay in the institutions of the treatment. Then the modality of the treatment in cancer is in surgery and radiotherapy. One third of the patient can be cured and effective when the tumor has not metastates, and the chemotherapy in 50% of the patient can be treated with chemotherapy, contributing to the cure in 15 to 20% of the patient. Now, cancer chemotherapy can be curative in acute leukemias, Williams tumor, Ewing's sarcoma, and Hodgkin's disease, lymphosarcomas, Burkitt's lymphoma, testicular teratomas, and seminrosmas. So basically, the acute leukemias and William tumors and Ewing's sarcomas occur in the children. Now, the chemotherapy can have only palliative effect in breast cancer, ovarian cancer, endometrial cancer, prostate cancer, chronic lymphocytic leukemia, chronic myeloid leukemia, head and neck cancer, lung in small cell cancer. Now, when we talk about the chemotherapy is less sensitive in follicular cancer, colorectal cancer, carcinoma stomach cancer, carcinoma of esophagus, renal carcinoma, hepatoma, bronchogenic non-small cell carcinoma, malignant melanoma, and in sarcoma. Now, when we talk about the pathogenesis of cancer, so it include the chemical, virus, radiations, etc. So, which is by the acquired mutations and cause the proto-oncogenesis and oncogenesis. And when we talk about the inhale mutation, so it decrease the expression of tumor suppressor gene, which is P53 and RB, etc. So proto-oncogenesis and oncogenesis can cause uncontrolled cell proliferations and differentiations, and which is like which promotes the co-carcinogens and hormones, and which and when we talk about the decrease in the tumor suppression genes, so it decrease the apoptosis and alteration in the telomeres, and which collectively give the result to development of primary tumor. Now, the development of primary tumor then further production of the metalloproteases, and which leads to the invasions of nearby tissue by the tumor cells. Then the angiogenesis occur, and by that the metastate conditions develop, and with which that development of secondary tumor occurs. Then, when we talk about the cancer cell differ from the normal cells, how it is different from the normal cells? So, basically, it has uncontrolled proliferations and de-differentiations, loss of functions, invasiveness, and metastasis conditions. Then, when we talk about the guiding principle in chemotherapy, so to achieve cure, a total cell kill must be treated. Early diagnosis and early institutions of treatment can be done. Combination chemotherapy can applied. Intermediate regimen can be given. Adjuvant and non-adjuvant chemotherapy occasionally can be given. Now, when we talk about the total cell kill, so its aim is at destroying all the malignant cells that are leaving none. And this approach ensures the early recovery of the patient, prevents the relapse, and prolong the survival of the patient. And the pharmacological centuries. Then, when we talk about the combination therapy for cancer treatment, so it is a heterogeneity of the cell remaining if in different phases of the growth cycle, and which showing the different level of sensitivity. So nature of the drug depends upon which different biochemical site of the actions, and which avoid the emergence of the drug resistance. Then the monotherapy adequate in the Burkitt's lymphoma and the choriocarcinoma. When we talk about the adjuvant and neoadjuvant chemotherapy, so what is adjuvant chemotherapy? Adjuvant chemotherapy is the chemotherapy given after the surgery or radiations to the destroy micrometastases and prevent the development of secondary neoplasm. And what is the adjuvant therapy? Chemotherapy. So it is a chemotherapy that is given before the surgery or radiotherapy in order to diminish the volume of large primary neoplasm. Then the general toxicity of cytotoxic drug included nausea and vomiting, bone marrow depression, alopecia, gonets, that is the oligospermia, and impotency and decrease in the ovulations. Then the fetus absorptions, fetal death, and teratogenesis it can cause, and the carcinogenicity it can cause hyperuricemia and immunosuppressants like fludarabine and then hazard step. Now, when we talk about the phase of the cell cycle, so cell cycle has the four phases. when we can say five phases: G naught phase, M phase, G1, G2, and S phase. So when we talk about the M phase and G naught phase and G1 phase. So basically the M phase is for meiotic phase, cell division phase. G naught is the resting state, cell is not dividing at that stage. And G1 phase is the synthesis of enzyme that is needed for the DNA synthesis. And S phase is the DNA replicated phase. And in G2 phase, synthesis of cellular components required for the mitosis. So these are all the phase of cell cycle and cell growth phase. Now, when we talk about the classification, so cell cycle non-specific classification we have and cell cycle classification we have. So cell cycle non-specific classifications kill the resting cells and dividing cells, which included cyclophosphamide and chloramucil, cisplatin, actinomycin D, L-asparagine. And when we talk about the drug that are cell cycle specific, which kill the activity of dividing cells, so that is in the G1 phase, that is vinblastine. In S phase, we have methotrexate and 5-fluorouracil. G2 phase, belomycin, etoposide, topotaxin. In M phase, we have vincristine, vinblastine, and Paclitaxel and docetaxel. So these are the classification one according to the cell cycle and cell non-specific. Now, when we talk about this classification 2 of anti-cancer drug, so it depending on the mechanism at the cell level. So that are directly acting cytotoxic drug and indirectly acting by the urgent antimetabolites, natural products like antibiotics, vinca alkaloid, taxins, and epipodophyllite toxins, and then enzymes and biological response modifiers and miscellaneous compound like cisplatin and carboplatin. And when we talk about indirectly acting, so which included corticosteroids, estrogens, and progesterones. Now, talking about one by one, so alkylating agent include nitrogen mustard, ethylamine, alkyl sulfonate, nitrosourea, and triazenes. Then also the folate antagonist, which is methotrexate. And these are the antimetabolites, so which include the folate antagonist, which is methotrexate, purine antagonist, so 6-mercaptopurines, 6-thiogluine, and azathioprine. Then we have pyrimidine antagonist, so which included 5-fluorouracil and cistrobacin. Now, when we talk about the natural products, so which include antibiotics, so antibiotic actinomycin D, doxorubicin, and mitomycin C. Then we have vinca alkaloid, which include vincristine, vinblastine, and then we have taxins and enzymes. Then when we talk about the epipodoxyl toxins, so we have etopsides and tenopsides. Then we have camptothecins and biological response modifiers, so that are intraleukins and interferons. Then when we talk about the miscellaneous agents, so which includes cisplatin and carboplatin. Then hydroxyurea, procarbazine, metoxin, and imitamine. Then when we talk about hormone antagonist, so it included corticosteroid, estrogen, SCRM, SERD, and aromatase inhibitor, progestins, antiandrogens, 5-alpha reductase inhibitors, and GnRH analogs. Now, talking about the mode of action of some anti-cancer drugs. So, when we talk about particularly the purine and pyrimidine synthesis, so they are the purine pyrimidine antagonist, and they act on the ribonucleotides, which are like methotrexate inhibitions of the purine ring and DTMP biosynthesis. Then we have 5-fluorouracil inhibitor DTMP synthesis, and then we have dactonomycin. So it inhibit the DNA synthesis, and then alkylating agent also, they alter the structure and the function of DNA by cross-linking and or the filamenting DNA. So these are some common mechanism of action of anti-cancer drug. Now, talking about the alkylating agent, which include the nitrogen mustard. So it also include the ethylamine and alkyl sulfate, nitrosourea, and triazines. Then talking about their mechanism of action, so they form highly reactive carbonium ion which transfer the alkyl group to the nucleophilic site on the DNA base, which result in the cross-linking, abnormal base pairing, and DNA strand breaking, which decrease the cell proliferations, and alkylations also damage the RNA and proteins. Now, talking about their pharmacological action, so they have a cytotoxic actions by hemopoietic system, highly susceptible for the chloromaburacils, more agent like lymphoid series and busulfan, they are more against the myeloid series. And then we have epithelial tissue, hair follicles, and they have also the immunosuppressant actions, and they have some miscellaneous actions also like severe nausea and vomiting, and they are known as a radiomimetic drugs. Then when we talk about the nitrogen mustard, so which include the melphalan, chlorambucil, isoflumide. Talking about their mechanism of action, so micloranthamine, mustine, they are very irritant drug, and the dose includes 0.4 mg per kg single or divided dose. Their use is in hematological cancer, lymphomas, and solid tumors in Hodgkin's as per of the CML and CLL. They are talking about their adverse effects. So they have the action of anorexia, nausea, vomiting, bone marrow depression, and they can also cause menstrual irregulations. Then talking about the melphalan is a very effective in multiple melanoma. They are less irritant locally and less alopecia. It can cause less alopecia. The dose include 0.25 mg per kg daily for 4 days every 4 to 6 weeks, and the adverse effect included bone marrow depression, infections, diarrhea, and pancreatitis. Now, the next drug is cyclophosphamide. It is a most commonly used alkylating agent as a prodrug. Then talking about its mechanism of action, so it is a aldophosphamide, and it can cause the phosphamide mustard and cytotoxic effect, and also the hemorrhagic cystitis. The use, when we talk about its use, so it can be used in neoplastic conditions and non-neoplastic conditions. So talking about the neoplastic conditions, it is used in Hodgkin's and non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, ALL and CLL multiple myeloma, and neoblastoma, and CA breast cancer of the breast. And then non-neoplastic conditions, it can be used in the rheumatoid arthritis and nephrotic syndromes and control of the graft virus host reactions. Now, adverse effect of cyclophosphamide is hemorrhagic cystitis, alopecia, nausea, vomiting, hepatic damage. Talking about its dose, so it can given in the dose of 2 to 3 mg per kg per day by oral route, 10 to 15 mg per kg IV every 7 to 10 days. It can be administered by IV, IM, IP route. Now, next drug we have is ifosfamide. So, it is a container of the cyclophosphamide. It has long half-life than the cyclophosphamide. It can cause less alopecia and less emetogenic than the cyclophosphamide. It can cause hemorrhagic cystitis and severe neurologic toxicity, used for the gram cell testicular tumors and adult sarcomas. Then leukotriene. So they are the slowest acting and largest toxic alkylating agent. The main action on the lymphoid series produce marked lymphotic actions. Drug of choice for the long-term maintenance therapy of CLL. The dose included 0.1 to 0.2 mg per kg daily for 3 to 6 weeks, then 2 mg daily for maintenance dose. Then the next drug is thiotepa. So thiotepa is a triethylene phosphamide. It does not require to form active intermediate. It is active intravascular agent, can also be used topically in superficial bladder cancer. Not well absorbed orally. It can be given IV route and it has high toxicity. Then the next drug we have is busulfan, that is Myelin, and it depresses the bone marrow with selective actions on myeloid series. It is primarily used in the chronic myelogenous leukemia in 2 to 6 mg per day dose. Adverse effect included interstitial pulmonary fibrosis, hyperuricemia, and sterility. Then the next drug is nitrosourea. So it is highly lipid soluble drug. It can cross the blood-brain barrier. The use of nitrosourea included meningeal and brain tumor. Dose included 150 to 200 mg per 2 BSA every 6 weeks. Adverse effect included delayed bone marrow suppressions and renal damage. Now the next drug is triazines. So triazines are decarbazines and they primarily inhibitory actions on the RNA and protein synthesis, used in the malignant melanoma, and they are temozolomide. The next are temozolomide. They are new alkylating agent approved by the malignant glioma, rapidly absorbed after the oral absorption and cross the blood-brain barrier. Then, when we talk about the mechanism of resistance of the alkylating agent, so they decrease the influx of the drug and increase the production of neophilic substance like glutathione that compete with the target DNA for the alkylations. They increase the activity of DNA repair enzymes and increase the metabolic inactivation of the drug. Now the next drug is cisplatin. So it is non-cell cyclic specific killing and administered by IV route, highly bound to the plasma protein, get concentrated in kidney, intestine and testis, poorly penetrate the blood-brain barrier and slowly excreted in urine. The dose of cisplatin is 20 mg per 2 m2 for 5 days a week and 75 to 100 mg per m2 once in 4 weeks to treat ovarian cancer. Now, talking about its mechanism of action, so cisplatin enter into the cell and forms highly reactive platinum complexes, intrastrand and intrastrand cross-linkage, which cause DNA damage and inhibit the cell proliferation. The use of cisplatin include testicular cancer in 85% to 90% 5% curative, ovarian cancer, the solid tumors, lungs, esophagus, and gastric. Also, its adverse effect included emesis and nephrotoxicity, peripheral neuropathy, and ototoxicity. Talking about the carboplatin, it is a better tolerated drug and it can cause nephrotoxicity, ototoxicity, and neurotoxicity in low dose and less emetogenic, but thrombocytopenia and leukopenia may occur. Less plasma protein binding, and the use of this drug is primarily in ovarian cancer of epithelial origin and squamous cell sarcoma of head and neck. Now, the next drug is antimetabolites. So, antimetabolites, folate antagonist, methotrexate, purine antagonist, 6 mercaptopurines, pyrimidine antagonist, so 5 fluorouracil. Talking about the methotrexate, so it is a folic acid not useful in the toxicity. And when we talk about the methotrexate, so it has a guanine and adenine, guanine, thymine, methionine series. Its pharmacological action included cytotoxic action, so it is predominant on the bone marrow, ulceration of intestinal mucosa, cross-placenta interference with the embryogenetic fetal malformations and death. Immunosuppression actions prevent the colonal expressions of B and T lymphocytes. Anti-inflammatory actions interfere with the release of inflammatory cytokines IL-2, IL-6, IL-8, and TNF alpha, which reduce the rheumatoid factor production. Talking about its pharmacokinetics, so it is absorbed orally 50% and protein bind, disappear rapidly from the blood, remain in tissue longer than folate, thus cause the prolonged inhibitory effect. Renal clearance is impairment. It has adequate hydration is important at the high dose. Poor penetration into CNS can be given by IV, IM and intrathecal route. Unchanged drug appear in urine at high dose and 7-OH metabolite is also excreted. Talking about its adverse effect, so it has a megaloblastic anemia. It can cause megaloblastic anemia, thrombocytopenia, leukopenia, alopecia, oral intestinal ulcer, diarrhea, alopecia, liver damage, nephropathy. For the treatment of methotrexate toxicity, folinic acid is given IM/IV 8 to 24 hours after initiation of methotrexate. 120 mg is divided dose in first 24 hours, then 25 mg oral IM 6 hourly for next 48 hours. What is the use of methotrexate? So, methotrexate is used in anti-neoplastic agent as an anti-neoplastic agent, choriocarcinoma and trophoblast tumor. It is used orally in 15 to 30 mg per day orally for 5 days. Remissions of all in children 2.5 to 15 mg per day. CA, breast, head, neck, bladder, ovarian cancer, it can be used. Immunosuppressant agent, rheumatoid and rheumatoid arthritis, resistance asthma, Crohn's disease, Wegener's glomerulitis, prevention of graft versus host reactions, in psoriasis and medical transmissions of pregnancy, it can be used. Talking about the purine antagonists, so which included 6 mercaptopurines, 6 thioglutamine, azathioprine, fludarabine. So, 6 mercaptopurines is a hypoanthixin guanine phosphoride transferase. It is the drug that is not cross the blood-brain barrier, and the drug and metabolites appear in the urine same. Talking about the 6-mercaptopurins use, so it is used in acute leukemia, and adverse effect included bone marrow, GIT, mainly hepatic necrosis, and hyperuricemia. The next drug is fludarabine. So fludarabine is a phospholites intracellularly to form the triphosphate. It inhibits the DNA polymerase and get incorporated to form dysfunctional DNA. It is effective in slow growing tumors, apoptosis, and the use is in CLL and non-Hodgkin's resulting after treatment. Adverse effects included chill, fever, opportunistic infections, and myelosuppressions. Then the next drug we have Sladravine. So it is like fludarabine, and it is converted to the triphosphate incorporated into DNA. It inhibits the DNA polymerase alpha and beta, thus inhibit the DNA synthesis and repair. Used in the treatment of hairy cell leukemia, CLL, and low-grade lymphomas. Now, the next we have is pentostatin. So it is used in the hairy cell leukemia. It inhibits the adenosine domains, accumulations of adenosines and doxadenosines, inhibit the ribonucleotide reductase, block DNA synthesis, and S-adenyl homocysteine accumulations, which give the toxics to the lymphocytes. Then talking about the pyrimidine antagonists, so they are 5-uracils and cytosines and the gemcitabine. Then talking about the 5-fluorouracils, so it is like it is used in the stomach, colon, breast, ovaries, liver, and skin cancer. It inhibits the thymidine synthesis and which inhibit the DNA synthesis failure. Next we have vinca alkaloid. So vinca alkaloid it obtained from the periwinkle plant, that is Vinca rosea. Vincristin, vinblistin, vindacin, and vinoribin are the agents that are used. Then talking about their mechanism of action, so normal mitosis, it can be caused by near normal mitosis. So and then the mitosis blocked by the vinca alkaloid. You can see the difference. So the comparison between vincristin and vinblastin are vincristin is a alopecia more it can cause alopecia more common, and the bone marrow suppression in vinblastin is more common. Then the peripheral and autonomic neuropathy of the muscles and weakness, it can cause constipation, and it is used in the child cancer. But talking about the vinblastin, it can cause less common side effect, less common temperature, mental depression, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. It is used in Hodgkin's disease and other lymphomas, breast cancer, testicular cancer. Now the next drug we have taxins. So taxins are paclitaxel and doxytaxel. So they are the plant product that obtained from the bark of Pacific yaws that are Taxic brevifolia and European new Taxus baccata. Talking about their mechanism of action, so they are cell cycle arrested in G2 and M phases. Then next we have epipodoxyl toxins. So they are etoposide and tanoposides. They are semi-synthetic derivatives of podophylotoxins and podophyllum phallotoms that are plant glycosides. So etoposide act in the S and G2 phase. They inhibit the topoisomerase second, which result in the breakage of DNA strand and cell death. They are used in testicular tumors, squamous cell cancer of the lungs. Then anti-cancer antibiotics we have, they are cell cycle and non-specific drug derived from the Streptomyces species. Mode of action included intercreations in the DNA between adjoining nucleotide pair. They block the DNA and RNA synthesis. Generations of oxygen radicals which mediate the single strand secretions of the DNA and actions of the topoisomerase second. Talking about the dactinomycin, so it is used in Williams tumor, gastrointestinal chronosarcoma. Adverse effect included bone marrow suppressions, irritant like maclorothermine, synthesized to radiations and inflammations at the site of prior radiation therapy may occur. Gastrointestinal adverse effect can be seen. Now, the doxorubicin is used in the acute leukemias, malignant lymphoma, and the many solid tumors, direct installations in bladder cancer. Toxicity involved both cases, cardiotoxicity, bone marrow depression, and alopecia. Then the next we have mitrozanatron. So it is the analog of doxorubicin. It has lower cardiotoxicity. It is used as acute leukemia, CML, and non-Hodgkin's disease. It can cause mitomycin C, highly toxic, used only in the resistant cancer of stomach, colon, and rectum. It is transformed to form which act like alkylating agent. Then we have mithramycins, which reduce the blood calcium level by inhibiting osteoclast and used in the treatment of hypercalcemia with bone marrow metastasis. Next, we have balenomycins. So it reacts with the iron, copper, O2 in the presence of CYP 450 reductase. Also can interslate with the DNA synthesis. Then talking about the balenomycin use, so it is used in epidermoid cancer of skin, oral cavity, genitourinary tract, esophagus, testicular tumor, Hodgkin's lymphoma. Talking about their adverse effects, so it can cause pneumonitis, fatal pulmonary fibrosis, hyperpigmentations, spares bone marrow. Next, we have radioactive isotopes. So radioactive isotopes, we have I-131. It emits the beta radiations. Half-life is 8 to 4 days. Use is follicular CA thyroid. Next, we have P32. It emits beta radiations. Half-life include 14.3 days. Use in the polycythemia vera. Then we have 198 AU. It gives low energy beta and gamma radiations. Half-life is 2.69 days. Use in malignant pleural and peritoneal effusions. Talking about the hormones and antagonists, so we have corticosteroids, estrogens, serum, SCRDs, progesterones, antiandrogens, 5-alpha reductase inhibitor. Then talking about the glucocorticoids, so they are marketed lymphatic effects, so used in the acute lymphokemias and lymphomas. Also, they have anti-inflammatory effect, increase appetite, prevent anemia, produce sense of well-being, increase body weight, suppress hypersensitivity reactions, control hypercalcemia and bleeding, non-specific antipyretic effect, increase antiemetic effect on androstenedione. Next, we have estrogens. So they are physiological antagonists of androgens. They are used to antagonize the effect of androgens and androgen dependent prostate cancer. Selective estrogen receptor modulators. Next we have tamoxifen. So they are non-steroidal anti-estrogens. Then tamoxifen used in the dose of 10 to 20 mg/BD. Standard hormonal treatment in breast cancer. Adverse effect included hot flushes, vomiting, vaginal bleeding, menstrual irregularities, venous thromboembolism, dermatitis, rarely intraoral cancer. Aromatase inhibitor include letrozole. It is orally active non-steroidal compound. Mode of action included inhibit the aromatase of testosterone and androsterone to form estrogens. Included in breast cancer. Dose included 2 to 5 mg/BD orally. Anastrozole is the more potent and 1 mg OD in ER breast cancer is used. Adverse effect included hot flushes. Then we have anti-androgens. So they are flutamide and biclutamide. They are androgen receptor antagonist. Dose included 250 mg TDS, 50 mg OD. It has palliate effect in the metastate prostate cancer. Then we have some newer anti-cancer drug which they are inhibitor of growth factor receptor. So we have imitanib, gefitinib, nilotinib, dasatinib, lapatinib used in the metastate breast cancer. Sunitinib used in renal cell carcinoma. Sorafenib used in renal cell carcinoma. Then we have some other monoclonal antibiotics that are trastuzumab used in breast cancer, rituximab non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, iodine tocilizumab used in non-Hodgkin's disease. So these are some important drug combinations of used in cancer. So MOPP used in Hodgkin's disease. Drugs are maculorenal ovarian cancer and proscarbazine. Then we have CBVD, Hodgkin's disease, CMF, breast cancer, CAF in breast. So these are some important drug combinations that are used to cure cancer. Now, these are some questions that are related to this lecture. You can easily answer these questions while going through the lecture. So the question included, how long after chemo does your body get back to normal? At what stage of cancer in chemotherapy use? How is chemotherapy given? Why does chemotherapy cause side effects? How much does treatment cost? Can anyone have chemotherapy during pregnancy? How long does treatment last? Where will patient have treatment for chemotherapy? How do people prepare for chemotherapy? Who will be in the healthcare team of chemotherapy? So you can easily answer these questions while going through the lecture, and you can also go through the references also for better knowledge, and for the more to enhance more knowledge, you can definitely follow these references. So reference include Basic and Clinical Pharmacology by Bartram G. Cadburn, 12th edition. Essential of Medical Pharmacology by K.D. Tripathi, 6th edition. Lippincott, Modern Pharmacology with Clinical Applications 6e. Collar Atlas of Pharmacology, 2nd edition. So these are some important references that we have taken to give knowledge of this particular lecture. You can definitely follow these lectures, and this is all about the cancer treatment, chemotherapy. chemotherapy of malignancy. So you can go through the lecture and understand the knowledge better about the chemotherapy, type of cancer, type of drug that are used in, to cure the particular kind of cancer. So thank you for today's lecture. Thank you for kindly listening to me.